Hey guys, this is Evan from Vintage X Collectibles, and welcome to my review of the Transformers Siege Warfare Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe class of Ironhide. Now, we've waited way too long for a G1 style representation of Ironhide, and I'm glad we finally got one. I just wish he was a Voyager, but he's at least a fairly big Deluxe class. And I'll show you that more in the size comparisons, but looking up top here, we have his G1 accurate style head, silver faceplate, blue eyes, big red dome. Would have been cool if he had some light piping, but oh well. And up top we have not 2 but 4 weapon portholes, and as you see, that probably just turns into stuff in his vehicle form. We got more weapon portholes in his big muscular shoulders and forearm. I'm really loving the chest piece here. Is a clear sheet of glass, maybe kind of a light ocean blue type of color. And we got some molded detail on there. I love that silver chrome looking material. Autobot logo up front. We've got waist rotation. And I really love this style of the Transformers when they have the tires fold into the sides of the torso. I don't know, I think that looks pretty good. He has this big, sturdy, clunky feet. We have some paint wear at his toes, like he's been kicking the scrap out of some Decepticons. Got his other tires that fold away back here. And how about this? For a big guy, he has virtually no backpack. How did that happen? I guess they are getting better at these designs, and he does have one more porthole back here to store his large weapon. And yes, Ironhide does have this chest captivity reminiscent of Soundwave, and it does open up. Ironhide, eject Bumblebee. Rah! And of course, Ironhide, the heavy weapons expert, brings in the big guns. A lot of molded detail in nice gunmetal gray going down the side of the gun. And in the front, we have the tips of missiles here. Very nicely done. We have a peg here to place in his hand, and then we have a handle here. And another function of this weapon is, and you see there's a little pin right there. This front piece comes down like so. And now you have a hammer. I think it looks a little silly when I see this. All that comes to mind is a high-powered nail gun. But yeah, that's what it looks like. You know, one of those nail guns that you put the fence up with. But hey, I guess whatever inflicts pain into your enemy, but I will be displaying it just like this. Now, these blaster effects work on most weapons, but unfortunately they won't for Ironhide. The tips of the missiles are just too small for it to really get in there and hold on to anything. You can store the weapon on his back, and it fits pretty well back there. Now, you can place the weapon in his hand like so, but the back of it is so long that it's hard to get him into any good poses like that. When the bots have huge weapons like this, like for Ironhide and even Helm, I wish they had a butterfly effect so they could bring their arms forward and he could hold the weapon with both hands. That would look pretty cool, but oh well, I mean, I guess they already have a lot going on with all the moving transformation parts that maybe they just haven't really considered adding butterfly joints. But maybe a better look would be to put the handle in his arm like that, and then we have this going on. Then we can kind of squeeze over that other arm like he's using his offhand to hold it up like he's firing at his enemy. So, as you see here, I collected 4 of the first 8 Deluxes from the Transformers Siege toy line. Hey, can't have them all, right? But these are the 4 that I mainly wanted. And of course, Hound has been a fan favorite. I think Ironhide turned out really well. I was hoping that they would have made him as a Voyager class, but as you see here, he's at least the largest of all the Deluxes. Alright, now everybody get together for a family photo. Here are the 4 Deluxes with Siege, Voyager, Optimus Prime. And they look great together. You know, I never thought I'd say this after the damn Bayverse, the toy line made like 1,000,001 different Bumblebees. I mean, I was sick of it. It was all kind of, you know, alternative versions and repaints and blah, blah, blah. But you know what we need here from the Siege line is a Deluxe of Bumblebee in his Cybertronian form, just like we saw in the Bumblebee film. But, oh wait, I do have this little guy for now. So there is Bumblebee with his classic Volkswagen Beetle parts on them, and how they look as a group. And now, let's get Ironhide transformed. And here is Ironhide in his Cybertronian truck alt mode. And I guess this right here is the little barcode number that got stamped on him when he joined the Cybertronian military. He is an extremely sturdy figure. I'd say the most sturdy of all the Deluxes, definitely. With one exception though. I don't know if you noticed during transformation, but these little side panels here, the joint here is very weak. See how easy that comes out? So during transformation, one or both of those may fall out on you. But once it's plugged in, it's pretty snug. So he's a nice G1 throwback. You know, a lot of red in there with some gray. And a nice touch of gold and silver. Up front we got the little chest piece with the head hidden away. Autobot logo there. Have our headlights and I believe a set of Gatling guns, much like the Voyager of Optimus Prime has, also from the Siege line. And here we have his missile launcher. And I guess there's not a whole lot of options for that. There's no pegs on the side, but that's okay. We got 4 up top. You can set it here, back a little, or you can bring it up a little. That looks okay. And I'm sure you guys realize this, but all Hasbro has to do is reissue this as a repaint in red and white with a different head sculpt, and then we have Red Alert. As for comparisons, here are the 4 of the 8 Siege Deluxes that I have collected, and I think they all scale great together. You know what, this Siege line is turning out to be one of my most favorite Transformers toy lines of all time. And of course, here is the team of Autobots with their leader, Optimus Prime. And as the Resistance, they are ready to take on the empire of evil Decepticons. Call them rebel scum if you want, but hey, they are ready to take out the Unicron, as he is a threat to every planet in our solar system. So, guys, if you want more reviews from the Transformers Siege toy line, be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out my Siege playlist for more content. Well, that wraps up my video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. And remember, in times of turmoil, ask yourself, what would Professor Charles Xavier do?